and call a lot. In the 90s, you were the traveling caller and lead groupie for the Kay and the Tall Boys. Kay was, of course, Kay, and the Tall Boys were John Culhane. Stand up, John, so we can see how tall you are.
There's a troublesome fellow, yeah.
And Michael Carey, mandolin player and guitar player, and me. I qualified as a tall guy. And you called dozens of dances with us, Washington, Oregon, and even Alaska, where you met an illustrious figure. Or were you going to tell that story?
Yeah. In actuality, there were a number of applicants that wanted to play in Kay and the Tall Boys, but they were all too short. There's fabulous players, but only 5'7". So I'm sorry, out. But we went to the Dancing Bears dance workshop a weekend, which is held just outside of Wasilla, Alaska. And there was it's called the Dancing Bears. It's an organization up there that they do dances and workshops and so forth. And it turned out that a young councilwoman there at Wasilla was going to come to the Dancing Bears, but she misunderstood it. She thought it was wrestling bears. And when she found out it was only dancing bears, she decided she wasn't interested. And that was, of course, Sarah Palin. She was 28 years old at the time and just elected to the city council of Wasilla, Alaska. So we just missed having her at the Dancing Bears. It was one of those things, we just missed opportunity.
If you'd have had 5 minutes with her, the whole course of history.
So some of the other memorable moments of contra dance in Olympia, you and Kay and again others organized a summer dance at the Rose Garden in Priest Point Park, dancing on the lawn there, and there were at least one or two at Tumwater Historical Park. Again, sort of a summer get started for the season on the grass. You called contra and English country. Nobody said anything about Don's calling as an English country dance caller, and it's really something. He really teaches that, what you were talking about, Jim, the just so-ness of it all. And
I was actually able to teach English country dancing to the Dancing Bears in Alaska. Beat that.
And two people mentioned this just today. You taught a leisure ed class at Evergreen State College for people who wanted to, no, it was a great class, to improve their calling or to learn calling or to improve their contra dance skills. And one person who emerged from that as a caller is in this room tonight. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, in actuality, there's two people that were in that class. One is Jim, who is around here someplace. Yeah, there he is. And the other, of course, is Carol Peening, who has emerged from that class to become world famous as a caller. I think it was Kay and the Tall Boys band that actually was the band for that, because it was important, in fact, crucially important to have live music for this class. And we must have had eight or nine students in that, and Jim called some dances just the other night when the caller didn't show up, and of course Carol's been calling all over the Northwest now. So.
And I love this format because I can see Kay, and when Don makes a mistake in his storytelling, she's like, so it was a very small one. It was Kay and me and Lyndon playing for that class out at Evergreen.
First things first.
First things first. A name you guys never liked, but you humored me. Thank you.